8 of the last 11 free picks have cashed in following Friday night's winner on the Phoenix Suns. 3 freebies coming your way for this Saturday card. In-depth previews coming up on South Carolina and Kentucky down in the SEC. Then we go to the middle of the country for your big game between Detroit Mercy and Youngstown State. Okay, I'm just kidding a little, but hey, if it wins, it's a big game, right? And then we head out west for your evening clash between BYU and a suddenly strong Colorado State team coming off an upset road win of UNLV. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Saturday video report. Let's go first to that South Carolina-Kentucky game. Tips off at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. South Carolina a 7.5 point home underdog in this contest, and I think grabbing the points with the Gamecocks is the way to go. And FYI, I will have a money-saving coupon that'll save you $25 off of any single purchase you make today. That coupon code coming up in just a moment. But first, let's delve into this SEC clash. You know, Kentucky, their last 2 road games, both losses on the SEC highway, falling to Alabama, scoring a season-low 66 points in a 2-point loss on Tuesday night, a game in which they shot a miserable 37.7% from the field. And prior to that, last week, of course, they lost their first SEC excursion on the highway, 77-70 to Georgia. Now, there's a trend that's here developed early in the season for the Wildcats. In their home SEC games, their defense has allowed just an average of 49 points a game. On the road, 2 SEC losses, they've given up 72 points a game. And you may recall, last year, Kentucky rolling into South Carolina undefeated and handed their first loss of the season by the Gamecocks. In fact, South Carolina has won each of the last 2 years on their home floor by margins of 6 and 18 points, respectively. In fact, South Carolina is also on a 3-1 series run, both straight up and against the spread. Gamecocks coming off an 81-74 overtime victory over Arkansas at home on Wednesday night, a game in which they had to rally from 9 points down in the second half. Prior to that, their previous home game, also an overtime win against Vanderbilt as they beat them 83-75. And in between there, they went to Florida last week as a 10.5 point road dog last Saturday, beat the Gators outright in Gainesville 72-89. You all know, probably have seen John Calipari going a little nutso on Terrence Jones, the top recruit, the top player, freshman averaging 18 points a game to lead the Wildcats, one of the most exciting players in the nation, blasting him with a profane tirade after the loss to Alabama late in that game, accusing him again of being somewhat selfish. So a little bit of unrest in the Kentucky program at the moment. The bottom line is that this is a South Carolina team that plays very good defense. It also hits the boards hard. They are number 1 in the SEC with an average of 16.5 offensive rebounds a game, which means one of 2 things. They're hitting the boards hard, or they're a lousy shooting team and they're hitting the boards hard. But either way, they're still hitting the boards, and that's what counts. Again, I think this is a 3 or 4 point game. Could go either way, so I say grab the points with the Gamecocks. Listen, your discount money-saving coupon is HOOPS25. Hoops, H-O-O-P-S, and the number 25, no space between the letters and the number, Hoops25. Enter that when prompted, guys, in your shopping cart today, and you'll save $25 off of any single purchase you make. It's a one-time usage coupon, and remember, you don't have to buy my place, you buy anybody's on the site. A couple of guys you might want to consider. Derek Mancini, 404 dimes net profit since June. Today, the second ever 50-dime release in college basketball in his career. It's his Underdog Game of the Year part number 2. He cashed in with part number 1 back in December when he cashed in with Ryder as a road dog, getting the cover against Drexel. Number 2 goes today. It's on your late day card, so it's most likely still available. Another guy you might want to check out, Chuck O'Brien. Chuck, who on, let's see, it was Wednesday night, hit his then biggest play ever in college basketball, his second ever 40-dime release, cashing with Notre Dame over Cincinnati. He's had only 2 40-dime college basketball plays ever. Today he's raising the bar. first ever 50-dime play. It's his revenge game of the year. He says that this team has been shooting for this game and has had it circled on its calendar for over a year now, and that goes today. This is a 50-dime play, twice as big as Thursday night's winner in college basketball when he had Washington State as a winner, and it matches his biggest college bowl release, in fact, which was a 50-dime play on Notre Dame. So that's what he's got going today. Continuing on now with your next free pick, let's look at the Detroit-Youngstown State game. That one going at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Now, Detroit has lost 3 in a row to Butler by 23, a game in which their starting center was suspended for that contest, Valpo by 10, and Cleveland State by 11. But you have to realize those are the 3 best teams in the Horizon League, so it's not like Detroit has been playing mincemeat and a bunch of cupcakes here lately. Tonight they've got a cupcake, and that is Youngstown State, a team that Detroit Mercy has won and covered in each of the last 3 meetings, winning by 8 on the road and 11 at home last year. You're only being asked to lay 4.5 to 5 points here with Detroit because the Titans have slumped here of late. Listen, the key in this contest against the Youngstown State team, the Penguins have lost 4 of their last 5, is that Detroit is so much bigger along the front line, okay? It starts with their center, Eli Holman, who's averaging nearly 12 points and 11 boards a game. He's 6'10", like 255. They've got a big forward as well who goes 6'8", 220, Nick Manareth, I think is his name. He's averaging like 10 points and 5 boards a game. And Detroit also has one of the best young freshmen in the country. Their rookie point guard, Ray McCallum, averaging 15 points, nearly 5 rebounds, and over 4 assists a game. So I like Detroit laying the points in that one. Again, that discount coupon code, in case you forgot, is HOOPS25. Your final free pay is going to be BYU. I know the Cougars have a big look-ahead game with San Diego State, one of the nation's few unbeaten teams, coming up Wednesday in Provo, but I'm willing to lay the points with them tonight in Fort Collins, even though Colorado State is coming off a huge revenge-fueled win at UNLV in their last outing. Why? Because the Cougars have won 8 in a row in the series, the last 4 by 22 points or more. They have averaged in those last 4 games 91 points a game on 54% shooting from the field against Colorado State. Now, Colorado State is on a 9-2 run, and this game, of course, is being played in Fort Collins. And as I said, they're coming off that big road upset, 78-63 over UNLV. But who said the Running Rebels are that good? A wildly inconsistent team that doesn't play any defense. Colorado State has lost 11 consecutive games versus top 25 foes. BYU is ranked 9th in the country, and that streak goes back to 2004. And again, I'm going to go ahead and take BYU in this one. Your other 2 free picks, once again, Detroit Mercy and South Carolina. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Sunday for the conference playoffs.